Have you ever felt like everyone around you is earning more, living better, and thriving financially except you? The truth is, that feeling can be completely misleading. And today, you're going to understand why. This video will uncover the illusion of wealth that's taken over modern society. Like, share, and comment below. Have you ever felt this way? Subscribe for more videos that will transform your financial life. Looking rich versus being rich. We live in a time where appearance matters more than reality. And when it comes to money, that's never been more true. The gap between looking rich and being rich is huge, and most people are focused on appearances. Social pressure and constant comparison on social media have made many people live a filtered, staged, and financed life. Nowadays, it's easy to look wealthy. You can finance a luxury car, buy designer clothes on a credit card, or take expensive vacations paid in 12 monthly installments. All of this creates the illusion of prosperity. But what people don't show are the bills, the debt, and the lack of real investments. The display window is shiny, but the stockroom is empty. That's the new normal for many. People who are truly wealthy focus on building their net worth. While others are buying designer sneakers, they're buying stocks. While others are stacking bills to maintain an image, they're building businesses. It's a conscious choice to invest in what's invisible, the kind of stuff that pays off in the long run. Showing off has become a kind of social language, a way to say, "I've made it." But in reality, many are drowning in liabilities that drain their resources. Meanwhile, the ones who are truly winning with money prefer privacy and quiet security. Real power is about control, not display. Debt and the unsustainable lifestyle. Did you know that nearly 60% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, even when earning above the national average? And it's not just the U.S. This is happening all over the world, especially in countries with high consumerism and easy credit access. In other words, having a good salary doesn't guarantee stability. What matters is what you do with it. Access to credit cards, car loans, and personal financing creates the illusion of purchasing power. But keeping up a fake lifestyle comes at a high cost. Chronic debt. Debt builds up quietly and becomes a golden cage. A lot of people have already spent their entire paycheck before it even hits their account. Auto payments, car installments, subscriptions, credit card bills. All of that eats into future income for people living only for present. The result? Anxiety, stress, and a constant feeling of running in place. Meanwhile, the interest on all this debt keeps eating away at people's finances. In places like the US and the UK, it's common for people to pay hundreds of dollars each month just in interest. That makes saving or investing nearly impossible. It becomes a snowball that crushes your freedom. Flashy spending and lack of financial education. Consumer culture, especially in the US, Europe, and big cities in Latin America and Asia, pushes spending as a status symbol. From a young age, we're taught to measure success by what we show, not what we actually build. Brands like Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Apple, BMW, and Rolex have become status symbols. But most people wearing those labels don't have real assets. They're just copying a fake model of success. It's the old, fake it till you make it, but often the make it never comes. This mindset is constantly reinforced by media, advertising, and now social media, where every post is a staged display of wealth. Influencers make it seem like everyone lives in mansions and flies private jets, when in reality, most of it is rented just for the content. That warps our sense of reality and fuels an endless cycle of comparison. And the lack of financial education from an early age leaves people vulnerable. Most don't know how to calculate compound interest, understand how debt works, or tell the difference between assets and liabilities. That puts them at a lifelong disadvantage. Without financial literacy, the road is always harder. Assets versus liabilities. This is a turning point between those who truly build wealth and those who just live for appearances. Once you understand the difference between assets and liabilities, the way you spend and invest your money changes completely. According to Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, assets are things that put money in your pocket. Liabilities take money out. Understanding this changes your life. Literally. Assets put you on the path to financial growth. They work for you. Liabilities, on the other hand, lock you into survival mode. where every month is a race to pay the bills and keep up appearances. And worst of all, the more you earn, the more you spend if you're not aware. A life focused on acquiring assets is one that grows quietly. You might live in a modest apartment and drive an old car, but your investment account is growing, and so is your freedom. Conscious simplicity is the most reliable shortcut to real wealth. Wealth building takes sacrifice and time. Real wealth is built over time, with discipline and consistency, and it requires sacrifice. No sacrifice today means no freedom tomorrow. There's a powerful concept called the decade of sacrifice. It's when you live below your means to accumulate assets and build future freedom. And the earlier you start, the stronger the power of compound interest becomes. That idea might sound extreme to some. After all, today's world values instant pleasure. But while some are living for the moment, others are building a future where they can truly enjoy life with peace and freedom. It's up to you, short-term comfort or long-term freedom. Building wealth is a long-term project. Big fortunes don't appear overnight. They come from small decisions made consistently over time. It's the power of compound interest, discipline, and patience. Those who respect time reap rewards few others ever will. The role of the financial system. Here's the harsh truth. The financial system profits from your ignorance and impulsiveness. It's designed to look like your ally, but it thrives on your lack of organization. Banks, credit card companies, and lenders encourage spending because they make money from the interest. They offer loans easily and hide the traps in the fine print. The less you understand, the more you end up paying. Ads are crafted to make you feel good about debt. Buy now, pay later, 0% interest for the first month, just a small monthly payment. It's all carefully planned to keep you in the consumption loop. And once you're in, it's hard to get out. That's why financial education is an act of resistance. Knowing how the system works is the first step to escaping it. The more you know, the less you depend on credit, and the more control you have over your money. Knowledge is power, literally. Minority mindset. Most people are broke. So if you do what most people do, you'll end up financially broke too. If you want different results, you need to act differently. The so-called minority mindset means thinking differently. Buying a used car while your friends show off-finance SUVs. Living in a modest apartment while others stretch themselves for luxury homes. Saying no to expensive trips, parties, and shopping so you can invest in your future. These may seem like small choices, but over time, they make a huge difference. This mindset takes courage. People will judge you. They'll laugh at your frugal choices, your simple clothes, your old car. But in the end, those are the decisions that set you free from the cycle of financial dependency. That's the price of freedom. And it's worth every penny saved. People with a minority mindset are thinking long-term. They make unpopular choices today so they can live an extraordinary life tomorrow. And once you understand this, you'll find peace, even while the world is obsessed with appearances. Living debt-free feels better than any temporary luxury. Wealth is silent. There's a powerful saying, money talks, but wealth whispers. And that's one of today's most ignored truths. People with real wealth don't need to prove anything to anyone. They live quietly, invest wisely, and think about legacy, not showing off. Their focus is on freedom, safety, and purpose. Real millionaires know that showing off brings unwanted attention, social pressure, and even safety risks. That's why they choose to live simply, discreetly, and with purpose. Silence is the language of stability. They don't need external validation because their security comes from within, from a solid bank account, consistent investments, and freedom of time. Real wealth is peace, not performance. And that peace is priceless. Here's the reality. A lot of people look rich, but most are drowning in debt, living an unsustainable finance lifestyle. Real wealth takes vision, sacrifice, and doing things differently than most. If you want to change your financial life, start thinking today like the few who actually succeed. Focus on assets, live below your means, and build your freedom with intention and strategy. Like, comment, and share this video with someone who needs to hear this message. And don't forget, your financial freedom journey starts now. Click the link in the video description to unlock the ebook packed with investing secrets, mindset shifts, and wealth building strategies.